Friends from the media, good afternoon. Welcome to today's regular press conference. Now I'll take your questions. On November the 7th, Japanese Prime Minister said at a Diet session that if China's mainland attacked Taiwan, it will become an existential threat for Japan, and according to Japanese domestic law, it will be seen as a threat and use military forces to fight back. What's China's comment on this? Several days ago, the Japanese leader blatantly made wrongful remarks on Taiwan at the Diet and hinted the possibility of meddling in Taiwan Strait by force. That constitutes a gross interference in China's internal affairs and a violation of the One China principle, the guiding principles of the four political documents between the two countries and the basic norms in international relations. This is highly inconsistent with the political commitments made by the Japanese government and is egregious in terms of both nature and impact. China deplores and opposes that and has made serious representations and protests to Japan. Taiwan is China's Taiwan. How to solve the Taiwan question and achieve national reunification is purely China's internal affair, which brooks no foreign interference. What message is the Japanese leader going to send to Taiwan independence separatist forces? Is Japan up to challenge China's core interests and obstruct China's cause of reunification? Where is Japan set to bring its relations with China? This year marks the 80th anniversary of the victory of Chinese People's War of Resistance against Japanese aggression and the World Anti-Fascist War. It is also the 80th anniversary of the restoration of Taiwan. Japan committed innumerable crimes during its colonial rule over Taiwan. Japanese policymakers attempting to meddle in the cross-strait affairs trample on international justice, challenge the post-war international order, and disrupt China-Japan relations. China's reunification is unstoppable. With strong will and great confidence, we Chinese people are fully capable of fooling all moves that interfere in and obstruct China's reunification. China urges Japan to immediately stop interference in China's internal affair and stop making provocations and crossing the red line, and continue in the wrong path. Next question, please.
Kyodo News. It's reported that Chinese Consul General Xu Jian of Osaka posted on social media in response to the Prime Minister Takaichi's remarks. He said that filthy head should be cut off. The Japanese government has protested with the Chinese side. What is China's response to this?
For some time, Japan has been making negative remarks and moves on the Taiwan question. The Japanese leader deliberately met with the personnel of the authorities of China's Taiwan region on the sidelines of APEC meetings, hyped it on social media, and later, at a Diet session, made wrongful and dangerous remarks concerning Taiwan that imply the possibility of military intervention in the Taiwan Strait and grossly interfere in China's internal affairs. These words and deeds from the Japanese side are highly inconsistent with the political commitments made by the Japanese government so far, send a seriously wrong signal to Taiwan independent forces and sparked wrong indignation among the Chinese people. The Chinese government has made serious representations and protests to Japan. Taiwan is an inalienable part of China's territory. How to resolve the Taiwan question and realize national reunification is purely China's own affair that brooks no external interference. China strongly urges Japan to take a hard look at its historical responsibilities on the Taiwan question, abide by the One China principle and the principles in the 4 political documents between the two countries, stop making provocations and crossing red lines, and stop sending wrong signals to Taiwan independence separate forces. The post by China's diplomat to Japan is a response to the wrongful and dangerous remarks that attempt to separate Taiwan from China and peddle military intervention in the Taiwan Strait. It is irresponsible for some Japanese politicians and media to deliberately hide the post, create confusion, and divert attention. Meanwhile, we are highly concerned over some extreme threatening remarks targeting Chinese diplomats made by Japan's right-wing personnel and those on the internet. We ask Japan to take it seriously and investigate and stop these remarks. Once again, we urge Japan to draw lessons from history, reflect on what has to be done, and be prudent on matters of principle concerning China's core interests and the political foundation of China-Japan relations. Next question, please.
Just a follow-up question on that.
I just elaborated on China's stance on the issue. I will not comment on the personal comment on social media. I hope Japan can stop creating confusion and shifting blames. Next question, please. China announced that member of the Political Bureau of the CPC Central Committee and Vice Premier of the State Council Liu Guozhong will visit Guinea and Sierra Leone and attend the inauguration of Simandou iron ore mine project as President Xi Jinping's special representative. The FOCAC-Beijing Summit in 2024 was a full success. Under its guidance, China-Africa relations have entered a new stage of jointly building an all-weather China-Africa community with a shared future for the new era. With this year being the first year of implementing the follow-up actions of the summit, China and Africa have worked actively and followed through on a good number of outcomes in Africa. Both Guinea and Sierra Leone are China's traditional friends and comprehensive strategic cooperative partners. Vice Premier Liu Guozhong's visit will further consolidate and move forward China's relations with the two countries, carry forward China's traditional friendship with Africa, deepen practical cooperation in various fields, and inject a strong impetus into the implementation of the outcomes of the summit. The Simandou iron ore mine project that is going to come on stream is an important outcome of the solidarity and coordination between China, Guinea, and relevant parties. China extends warm congratulations on its inauguration. China stands ready to work with relevant parties to convert resource endowments into more robust development strengths for mutually beneficial cooperation. Next question, please.
Thank you. This is Television Tokyo. And Mr.
I have elaborated our stance on the issue, and I pointed out that I will not comment on the personal posts on social media. I hope the Japanese side can stop creating confusion and shift blames. Next question, please.
Question from Bloomberg.
China has lodged serious protests with the European Parliament on Taiwan independence politicians' activities in the building of the European Parliament. The European side noted that the European Parliament's position of upholding the One China policy has not and will not change. Relevant meeting and the individuals were not invited by the European Parliament, and the leadership of the Parliament did not have any contacts with them. The personal actions of individual MEPs do not represent the official position of the European Parliament. The Interparliamentary Alliance on China's annual summit on China you mentioned receives funding from multiple anti-China organizations and has been spreading disinformation about China. It has also been used as a tool by the DPP authorities to solicit foreign support. Such an organization has no credibility whatsoever. Taiwan independence politicians, together with this organization, created this political fuss to seek greater international presence. Their attempts will not succeed. Let me reiterate that no matter how the DPP authorities and Taiwan independence separatist forces resort to these little tricks and seek to increase their presence internationally, their moves will only reveal the despicable attempt to advance separatist activities. They will never change the inevitability of China's reunification. We hope the European Parliament will see the facts clearly and tell right from wrong, abide by the One China principle, refrain from sending any wrong signal to Taiwan independence forces, and avoid being used. As for some Taiwan independence separatists, China's position is consistent and clear. We oppose Taiwan independence separatists visiting any country having diplomatic ties with China. We urge Germany to abide by the One China principle, unequivocally oppose Taiwan independence moves, avoid sending any wrong message to Taiwan independence separatist forces, and take concrete actions to uphold the overall bilateral relations. Some Taiwan independence separatists politicians, even after leaving office, still trying to solicit foreign support for their independence agenda. Their attempts are doomed to fail. Next one, please.
The 2025 World Internet Conference Wuzhen Summit successfully concluded yesterday. This year's summit honored the theme of forging an open, cooperative, secure, and inclusive future of Digital Intelligence, Building a Community with a Shared Future in Cyberspace, was attended by over 1,600 guests from more than 130 countries and regions. Participants centered their discussions on global internet governance and affirmed the principle of extensive consultation and joint contribution for shared benefit, so as to ensure that every country and everyone enjoy the right to equal development in cyberspace. What's your comment? I also noted that the new achievements showcased at this year's summit on how new technologies are empowering various industries. The World Internet Conference Wuzhen Summit has been successfully held for over 10 consecutive years and has become a major stage for exchanges and convergence of cutting-edge internet technologies and an important platform for advancing global digital cooperation governance. As the new round of scientific and technological revolution and industrial transformation advanced at a faster pace, the world is increasingly become a closely intertwined community with a shared future. This year marks the 10th anniversary of President Xi Jinping's proposal of building a community with a shared future in cyberspace. The concept paper on the Global Governance Initiative released by China not long ago, once again called for greater governance, cooperation, and joint efforts in areas where governance is in urgent need and scarce supply, such as cyberspace and AI. China, as a responsible major country, has proposed the Global AI Governance Initiative and the International Strategy of Cooperation on Cyberspace and advocated to establish the World Artificial Intelligence Cooperation Organization, making China's contribution to the global internet governance. We stand ready to work with the international community to continue to enhance cyberspace exchanges and cooperation, keep the cyberspace safe and secure, promote the universally beneficial and inclusive development of the internet, narrow the digital divide in cyberspace, and build a just and equitable global internet governance system. I do not have information on the issue you mentioned. Next one, please. Any more questions? That will be all for today's press conference. Thank you for coming.